Welcome to Tally Help videos. In this video, you will know how to update your ledgers in Tally Prime as per your banking needs. Tally Prime helps you specify your bank account details and offers various configurations to manage banking transactions. You can configure your bank ledgers for checks, reconciliation, and e-payments as needed. Let's update a bank ledger. Press Alt-G, Alter Master, Ledger, and select the ledger. The bank account details are already specified in this ledger. If you have not specified the details already, then you can enter the account holder's name, account number, IFS code, bank name, and branch as applicable. Moreover, you can enter the client code, BSR code, and other details as required to use the bulk e-payments facility from Tally Prime. Now, enable Set or Alter Bank Configuration. The bank configuration screen lists all the relevant configurations related to checks, reconciliation, and e-payments. First, let's look at the check configuration. Let's enable Set or Alter Range for checkbooks. You might be having multiple checkbooks. Here, you can specify the range of check numbers along with the name of the checkbook. Enter the from number and to number. The number of checks gets calculated. Now, let's enter the name of the checkbook. Similarly, you can enter the from number and to number of other checkbooks and specify their names. Press Ctrl A to save. During voucher creation, you can select the check range in the bank allocations screen. The check gets printed from the checkbook based on the check range. Now, if you have a dedicated printer with checks instead of just white pages, then you can print the checks. Let's enable check printing. Also, enable Set or Alter Check Printing configuration. Here, you can select the check format. If you have a different format of checks, then select User Defined. In the check printing configuration, you can specify the dimensions and the location of each field in the check and save the details. If you want to use this ledger as a notional bank for the post-dated vouchers, then you can press F12 and do so. For instance, you might be recording a post-dated transaction and you haven't decided the bank account to be used. In such a case, a notional bank account works as a suspense account for keeping records, which you can review and update later. Now, let's understand the configuration provided for the bank reconciliation. If you are doing reconciliation for the first time, configure your bank ledger with the reconciliation beginning date and opening BRS before reconciling. The default reconciliation beginning date is the first day of the current financial year, but you can change it to your preferred date. Transactions that remain unreconciled before the reconciliation beginning date will not be included in the bank reconciliation reports until you add them. Enter the reconciliation beginning date. For the unreconciled transactions prior to this date, you can set or alter the opening BRS. Press Alt-L to update the opening BRS. Enter the date, ledger, transaction type, and amount to add a transaction to the opening BRS. You can add the necessary transactions and press Ctrl A to save. Now, let's set or alter the auto reconciliation configuration. As you know, you have a facility to automate voucher creation from the bank statement. Here, you can specify the default voucher type for different types of transactions. For deposits, the default voucher type is receipt. You can even select journal voucher type here. You can also specify the voucher numbering series for the vouchers created using bank statements. For withdrawal, the default voucher type is payment. Similarly, you can even select journal voucher type here. Moreover, you can specify the voucher numbering series as needed. And for interbank or cash transactions, you can use a different voucher type, such as Contra. Select the voucher type. Similar to deposits and withdrawals, you can also select journal voucher type. Now, you can specify configurations related to exact matches. TallyPrime can identify the exact matches while importing the bank statement and also at the time of saving the voucher. The exact matches are identified based on the instrument number and amount. If you select the option while importing bank statement, then at the time of import, TallyPrime identifies a voucher in the books, which exactly matches the transaction in the bank statement. There can be a scenario that you save a voucher and the bank statement with the corresponding transaction is already imported. To address such cases, you can select while importing bank statement and saving voucher. This option ensures that TallyPrime automatically identifies a transaction in the bank statement that exactly matches the voucher when you save it. You can also choose to automatically reconcile the exact matches found based on your preference. Press Ctrl A to save the auto reconciliation configuration. Now, let's look at the e-payments configuration. You might be using different transfer modes such as NEFT, RTGS, IMPS, and same bank transfer for transactions. Accordingly, you can specify transaction amount ranges for transfer modes. Let's set or alter the transfer mode details for eFund transfer. Enter the from and to limits for all the transfer modes. For instance, NEFT gets applicable to transactions up to 2 lakhs. RTGS gets applicable to transactions from 2 lakhs onwards. Up to 5 lakhs, IMPS gets applicable. You can also enter the range for same bank transfer. Now, a transaction with amount 3 lakhs is eligible for RTGS and IMPS transfer modes. You can specify the preferred mode. Let's specify it as IMPS. When the transaction amount is 3 lakhs, IMPS gets applicable. Now, let's enable e-payments and then set or alter the e-payments configuration. You can specify the product code if it is applicable to your bank. For instance, you can specify the product code based on the payment type. For all payment types, let's specify the product code as WayPay. Similarly, you can specify the product code for a specific voucher type or class. Now, you can choose to export or upload payment instructions during voucher creation. As a result, the payment instruction file gets exported as soon as you save a voucher. If you want to export the payment instruction files in bulk, then you can set this option as no. Moreover, you can allow export of transactions with mismatch in bank details. So, TallyPrime will allow the export of payment instructions even if the details such as bank account number and IFS code do not match the details entered in the ledger. You can specify the folder path for payment instruction files and new and imported payment reverse files. Press Ctrl A to save the ePayments configuration. Once you specify all the configurations in the ledger, you can save it. As you saw, TallyPrime offers a wide range of bank-related configurations for your banking transactions. Thank you. On any screen in TallyPrime, press Ctrl F1 to learn how to complete the task. You can also WhatsApp for assistance. Subscribe to the Tally Solutions channel for the latest videos.